Yeah, you'll probably think I'm crazy for coming forward with all this information, but guess what? I grew up with Big Legal. They've been threatening to kill me since I was in 6th grade. They've been threatening to sue me since I was 10 for, outing any of their shit. Too goddamn bad. I'm pretty sure threat to life changes statute of limitations, something that Ray Baguki does not inform his clients. Because guess what? Ray Baguki was involved in a lot of the shit when I happened to be along, happening along as a little kid. You'll have to forgive me. I'm in the bathroom letting the ipratropium kick in so that I don't drown in my tear snot. That's how much pain I'm in every day when I wake up. But it's not psychological pain, it's physical trauma, traumatic pain. This skull fracture hurt like hell. They did a really good job closing it, didn't they? Can't even see the scar in my hairline. Well, you can if you look really closely. They couldn't have that abuse showing. Any other abuse that was not as obvious, they didn't care. What are they going to argue? It was brain cancer and not even a laser scar one? Like I said, my type of stroke was only normally detected upon autopsy. How lucky am I? So let me tell you about more of the law enforcement officers who were involved in raping me when I was under 12 years old that Stockton never bothered to prosecute. All the while, then your sperm belongs to the women, you will be straight, blah, blah, blah. And then here comes Kate Hendrickson and her puss. Shall I start naming some of the other men that were victimized by Kate Hendrickson for lesser sentences that she then stabbed in the back? It's fucking sickening. I told you to stand up and place your hands behind your screw fucking you. Good Lord. I hate waking up every day, and that's not saying I hate life. That's saying, man, I hate waking up every day. I hate waking up and getting into an upright position because guess what? All the symptoms of a traumatic brain injury are magnified. The nausea, the vomiting, the dizziness, the altered state of consciousness, everything. How lucky am I? That's what will happen if you lie to federal officers. Oh, I know all about it when they lie to me. I'm going to tell those lies too. One man told me he was a gay man. His wife came at me afterwards. When I was a kid. So have you all started pulling Officer Donahue's record yet? I forget what county it's in. Where are we? Auntie Gail. And guess what? Justin's family are Methodists. Auntie Gail, where are we? Auntie Gail Massey. More Thorazine, huh? Cool. As long as it's none of that nasty creamed corn. And Temptress Thomas holds my hand. Rowdy Rhonda, too. Tell me all about your autoimmune illness. Well, I know something that'll help. Don't listen to Dr. Senator Rand Paul. He still believes in psychosis. Gail Massey still believes in cocaine and masturbation to cure men's tantrums. Definitely don't listen to Dr. Senator Ralph Alvarado. My London husband and several others down there in southern Kentucky getting tasered into needing unnecessary heart procedures. Like I said, I thought the most difficult thing would be eating with no teeth. Speaking is the most difficult thing in the world to do with no teeth. We told you, quiet. Any more talk of witchcraft, Russell Mary, and it's off to hospital with you. As long as Susie Pratt holds my hand. So we can discuss that hospital bit 2 decades ago. I was one of her best clients. With Adam and Andrew. Sophia offered to give me Justin to escape him, but I want Andrew. Andrew Pratt. Adam's not bad looking, but no thanks. I'd put extra starch in his underwear just to piss him off, too. Just like Taylor. Temptress Thomas and his Wallapini, and Rowdy Rhonda with some delicious linguine. At first it was in a sexy bikini, but I thought I'd clean it up a little bit. It's supposed to be symbolic. People with autoimmune illnesses hate the heat, hate the sunshine, hate the fun stuff, normally, because of the pain it inflicts. Poor Rhonda. Gail Massey claims she had Lyme disease from a tick bite. It was probably her drinking kids' blood. Just like Sam Bavard taught the women to do. Notice Ravana and her sisters. They all look like they're 12 and they're like 80. Sam Bavard taught them to suck the souls out of the children of Salem. No, I'm not crazy. It's supposed to be funny. And Gail Massey probably did really catch Lyme disease drinking kids' blood. Too many details, honey. So Gail had Lyme disease. Oh, yes, I remember now. Just like I remember Ruggles in much more detail, and here's some photos. Ooh. Gail Massey was touting that snake oil CBD stuff too. Federally illegal. Like I said, Justin's family are Methodists too. I wondered why their house always smelled like ammonia. Right next to the DOT man on Circle Drive. Oh, excuse me, Country Club Heights. Oh, there's John playing golf. John Arn, not John Andrews. John Andrews' first stop will be a Krispy Kreme. John Arn writing this news article and playing golf. Hell, afterwards we'll go have a mimosa. Well, I'm sorry if my interpretation of heaven doesn't coincide with yours. Let me tell you about Trooper Fogelman. And his sister-in-law taking all that money and putting it into the banking system. Mwah. Deposit, 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 deposit. Log money. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders, telling everything about all these bad spoiled children, including Tony Wentz and Charlotte. And Uncle Wendell. Let's talk about Uncle Kevin and Uncle Harry and, yes, Mommy dearest, Uncle Patrick. And Uncle Mikey Fogelman liked it. That used to annoy him so much when he was younger. What else about them? Well, copy the X-rated personnel files. Consider it done. Wow. We told you we had to wake you up early to get you ready for the cameras. Yeah, where should I get naked first? Like I said months ago, don't get me started on the McConnells. McConnellism. Uncle Mitch and Auntie Elaine. She probably pushed him or tripped him. Sucks when your feet catch the legs of the furniture, doesn't it, Uncle Mitch? Boo-hoo. Down you went and hurt your shoulder. Oh. Happens to me all the time. Don't feel bad. I stand up and go to a different room or something and go to turn around and my foot catches the fucking leg of the chair or something else stupid and down I go. And no, it's not fucking field of vision, whatever bullshit they made up in their fucking heads. It's being older. Chancellor Gollenstein is an ogre, just like his papaw was. Between Donald, Stocky, and Bobby, there was no rest for the weary. Don't tell Debbie. Oops. Enter Bonnie, stage center, to spank me for making her cry again. Your behavior is so unorthodox. I'll tell you what's unorthodox. Drugging and raping children. I need a cup of tea. Bitchery before tea, my favorite time of day. Mine too. Don't tell the Queen. And I kept Philip company until she got here. Not like that. I don't know. You know how the elderly are, especially when they've been sliced off from any intel, like when he was secluded in Scotland, I think it was, the last year of his life. He was a Balmoral, wasn't he? Or one of those 50,000-acre estates. Wherever in the hell he was. I don't know. You don't want to know what that means. And no, there's no secret, invisible person here. This is the way I learned to survive, and everyone else thought it was mental illness because that's all they know, because that's how goddamn limited and ignorant, arrogantly ignorant they are. All the while me being molested and raped and them joining in on the fun with Kelly Moss and Nancy Gutman and their sick shit. So huge thank you to Patty Positek and her goddamn rapey fucking medical facility. With Matt Gerald in the downtown date rape bars and my brother-in-law's dick pics, or shall I post it publicly? Well, hell, I could always post bills. That'll be the last time you don't recommend oxygen to a patient whose saturation is below 90. Fuck my pain medicine. I don't need it. She drives that white Avalon, yeah? Accessing security? Well, that's what I thought. Oh, and Bill. They finally got this straightened out. 2 puffs every 4 hours, 2 inhalers covered. When I see him on the 5th, I'm going to be like, give me the nebulizer. Oh, I need to take my water pill. God. The joys of getting older as a guinea pig for medical. And their goddamn dumbassery, never even asking once about domestic violence, and anytime I bring it up, them just closing their eyes like Mary McBrayer and her goddamn stupid sick shit. Me bawling my eyes out about being human trafficked and money, and her waking up and, why don't you just go to the Mayo Clinic? Well, take it up with my human traffickers holding on to the purse strings, bitch. Get back in your goddamn Lexus and go play golf and tell them to put me with a real fucking therapist. You committed medical fraud too, and I hope you burn in hell. Feinberg and Associates from 6 Feet Under. How convenient. So they're sick asses and they're homophobic bullshit. Thanks a lot. Oh well. Primary Plus should have thought about all that before committing medical fraud too. Ow, why does my shoulder hurt? Ugh. Thank you. So now shall we talk about Gerald Curtis and their drug sales with the Baxters and the White family on EMS and their sick shit? And Tracy's allowed to run around psycho-free drunk smoking her weed for Crohn's disease. Yes or no? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I calling too many people out? Who fucking who? Wham! Wham! No, thank you. So now shall I talk about the Allison family with emergency medical services and their lace shit? Kim Razor should have thought about all of this before fucking up at the judicial process. Or shall we talk more about Beth Burden's confession of her and Michael Razor soliciting sex? Now, do you understand why the bitch wanted me wiped out? Now, thanks a fucking lot. You don't know how many women came forward to me about the judges and law enforcement of Macon County and their goddamn disgusting rape game. So let me tell you about Stockton Wood's penis and Bobby Gollenstein's penis, and let me tell you about the women who were solicited for sex by Kim Razor and her husband, Michael. Only for them to try to limit the credibility of my word through mental health like they always have. Just like with Donald producing child porn. Oh, he told me he'd play in traffic. How do you think I knew about KRS 503.100? Threat, 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 threat. So, while you all are threatening me with Kentucky revised statutes, let me just look up a few of my own. Oh, Christy Boggs refusing to refill albuterol. I almost died that day. Class CD felony. Let me tell you more about why Mrs. Boggs refused to fill my prescriptions, because her husband would stop by the farm every once in a while. I told you no. No more chocolate chip cookies for you. I know my cookies are tastier than your wives. Unless she dips into the really good stuff. No, I'm not going on OxyContin. If you're going to put me on a long-acting medication, it's going to be morphine. It's safer. Plus, none of the idiots will want to steal it. And guess what? They normally didn't. Except for those few instances where they were just totally strung out of their heads and just started digging through my shit anyway. That one night I woke up. Left the next morning madder than hell. Half my pills were missing. Who was in the residence? Oh, well, girthy Kevin Murphy for starters. Did I report it? No, I don't think I did. Why in the hell would I report cops and their kids stealing my pills? I don't think so. So that's one of the main reasons I gave up on pain management, other than, well, it's going to test positive for cannabis. She's cool with it, but I'm not. So this is the perfect opportunity to say, oh, I just don't get those medications anymore. They probably found it very odd, but that's how it worked. I'll be ceasing pain management and suffering for the rest of my days instead of having these goddamn goons putting guns to my head and threatening me for my pills. And that's how that was. Now do you understand why Kim Razor wanted me dead? Like I said, I will be taking immunity, state, federal, and international. Mexico wasn't anything. Recreational usage is legal there now anyway. Met some cool people while I was there. Why, yes, I agree. See? Dulce de leche. See. Stockton Wood ejaculating on my face. His uncle was producing disgusting pornography and they were pretending to build a case just to shut our mouths. Oh, we're punishing him. We're spanking him. Yeah, he likes to be spanked. Kim Razor should have thought about this before blindly signing off on Ryan Hall's bullshit. So let me tell you about Deputy Hull and Aaron Flack threatening to murder me for exposing their date rape situation. Let me tell you about Ryan Hull and his, well, they were shaved then, nuts. Let me tell you about Tina Jones Wallace and Comprehend and their goddamn rape game with Aaron Flack's goddamn aunt and uncle. Let me tell you about church with Aaron Flack's aunt and uncle and OxyContin and heroin. Or heroin, then OxyContin. Oxy hadn't hit the market yet. So huge thank you to my family for constantly doing all this sick shit to me and then them taking their statements and not mine because of mental health, according to the law enforcement. Well, I'm sorry that my panic attack seems like paranoia to you as a non-trained medical professional. You're taught to see if someone's lying. That's why you always jump to paranoia. They're called panic attacks. They're horrific, especially when you're asthmatic. And you all refusing to believe this human trafficking statement just because you want to see mental health, then see it. Complicity to cover human trafficking. To that law enforcement officer who didn't bother to do their goddamn job. And that's not me overstepping my bounds, that's me pointing out a fucking fact. Screw you. Tourette's is not acceptable. It's an ADA-approved disability, just like alcoholism. But no, Eastern State says that you're not an alcoholic because your heart rhythm doesn't state it. Just because I didn't go in acutely intoxicated doesn't mean I'm not an alcoholic in admitting it. But because I admitted cannabis usage twice, they considered it cannabis abuse. So let them get Governor Beshear's goddamn executive order and apply it accordingly. I tried to kill myself because of Kim Razor and her husband soliciting sex, trying to cover up this goddamn disgusting human trafficking shit with the Wood Gollenstein family. So thank fucking you. So let me tell you about Todd Walton in a little more goddamn detail. Let me tell you Will Marshall in a little goddamn more detail. Where in the hell would you people like me to start? Oh well. Thanks a fucking lot. Let me tell you about Bud and Judy failing to disclose that property was being used for criminal activity before selling it. Huge no-no. Or didn't your realtor tell you? You know, that property on Route 8 that she swiniggled from her rapist ex-husband's shit. She forgot to mention that they were using it to grow marijuana before selling it. Oops. Let me tell you about Charles Lucas's disgusting penis. Let me tell you about my mother putting her mouth on my penis as a little boy. Let me tell you about my sister pimping me out to her guy friends, and etc., etc., etc. But you all want to come at me over your shit. Now, thank fucking you. Let me tell you about Patrick Boggs and his dick accidentally falling in me when I was a kid. And Christie's hand in distributing Donald's goddamn creativity, among others. Let me tell you about Deputy Andrews and heroin sales and Patrick Boggs allowing that sick bitch to threaten our goddamn home and lives. Thank you. Let me tell you about Chaplain Powell's wife, Lisa's mother, giving $100 bills in Florida for an unknown white substance from her junkie grandson. Let me tell you about Colin fucking Scotty for the drugs, honey. Let me tell you more about Scotty and Pam and Timmy and having my catalytic converter cut off the Impala while I was there. Take an edible, fool. Now, do you see the psychosis didn't start with cannabis usage? The psychosis only starts to happen when I start to have flashbacks or severe panic attacks, even on the medication. So then I take half of a Valium to start with. And no, it's not anxiety caused by the cannabis. It's just life for me. That's normally why I've been documenting these things as well, because, like I said, they'll blame the cannabis all they can. Oh my God, the devil's lettuce is causing him to be crazy. And this is how I learned to survive the trauma and all the other sick shit. Being funny with myself. But they'll argue as hard as they can. The cannabis is causing him to be crazy. No, I just medicated with cannabis. 3 hits. And guess what? I'm not psychotic. I'm taking an edible and I'm not becoming psychotic. The psychosis only starts during a flashback. I'm getting wailed on. And then I have a panic attack and nothing stops it. And they see it as purely behavioral, criminal intent. Well, I'm here to tell you more about Charmaine McGuffey and Deputy Fred Line. I've had it up to here with the medical gaslighting, and I will shut my goddamn mouth once they fix that. And then get started on the goddamn falsified fucking police shit. I haven't done the dishes in a couple of days. I felt like shit. But after playing IT, putting up all the Christmas stuff, doing at least 10 loads of laundry, I felt like shit. And that's how autoimmune illnesses work. Medical professionals in the mental health field will see it as mania and depression because you know what? That's all they know. That's how stupid and arrogantly ignorant they are. This is what happens after you've been a victim of domestic violence, including rape. All the while you sick pieces of shit joining right in and failing to document it. Including Mary McBrayer, Kelly Moss, Nancy Gutman, and I can keep naming them too. Oh, let's not forget Bob and Sean and Bob's goddamn prescription pad and how much fucking money they owed. Oh well. So thank you. Oh, Citibank. Like I said, I was forced to get credit cards to put medical debt on, and Citibank wanted to sue me over defaulting on them. So let me tell you about U.S. Bank and Citibank and their involvement in their fucking sick shit with this child porn. Debbie and Donald and a few others in Maysville. And them financing the sick shit. Debbie and Donald banked with Citibank at one credit card, I'm pretty sure. Oh well. So thank you all for allowing human trafficking to occur within the banking system as well. When? Thank you. I was human trafficked and the law enforcement joined in raping me, so thank fucking you. So shall we talk about Linda Thomas and her goddamn drug peddling pieces of shit, including Randy and probation and parole? Screw you. Shall we talk about Nathaniel Schneider and his goddamn hand in heroin? And Scott Poe and his goddamn hand in the sick, rapey shit with Mediview. His homophobic nonsense. So thank you for causing me so much goddamn duress I ended up taking my own fucking life. With Ryan Palmer putting a gun in my back. Hooray, thank you. Deputy Mitchell's family threatening our life and home and destroying our shit. Thank you. Screw you. So I should be suing the Commonwealth of Kentucky for their goddamn Rape the Gay Away conversion reparative therapy endorsed through the goddamn school district. Instead of them claiming about driver's licenses with cop dick pic entrapment. Or shall we talk about Daniel Cameron and the other goddamn Commonwealth attorneys' offices and what's being peddled through their sick shit? Meth, through Clark's office, as far as I know, Kate Hendrickson victimized people sexually for favors and then stabbed him in the goddamn back. Screw fucking you. So let me tell you how crazy they drove me with their sick shit, and Aaron Flack and Chelsea trying to convince me I had been a driver in a drunk driving accident so the bankrupt dummies could have more of a fucking payroll. So let me tell you about Carolyn Caproni and her goddamn hand in the drug trade financing the sick shit. Oh well. So let me tell you about trying to sleep at night only for them to come in every goddamn night turning the light on. My mother during her goddamn sundowning. But then they wanted to point the finger at me as sundowning. Yeah, right. Now it smells like a cow and a foot, and we told you, stay down. Screw you. Colin Courtney and her sick shit. I wanted to come back as a dairy cow, and Kitten Pumpelly put a paycheck in me. How fucking sick can you idiots be? Screw you. Sam Bavard, and they know you weren't using those to grow vegetables. Let me tell you about Sam Bavard's pot-growing, pot-smoking, fat-ass pieces of fucking shit and the goddamn Kehoe rape barn. Thank you, hooray. I'd like to file charges against these goddamn people if Patrick Boggs has the goddamn dumbass balls to bring the fucking paper instead of crying about me doing nothing but complaining. Thank fucking you. Hooray, thank you. Let me tell you about Mary Toller and her goddamn husband and their sick fucking shit. As I said, let me tell you about Mary Toller and her husband and their sick fucking shit. Let me tell you about Maysville Police Department allowing the drug dog to maul people, all the while raping them. Let me tell you about Lieutenant Jeremy Poe and his goddamn friend Scott Poe and their goddamn drug sales and date rape. Let me tell you about Nathaniel Schneider and heroin, Randy Thomas and marijuana. If they don't want to hear it, too goddamn bad. Thank fucking you. Let me tell you about Bobby Gollenstein's penis. Let me tell you about Stockton Wood's penis. Let me tell you about all these goddamn fucking dicks and their sick shit. No wonder Kim Razor wanted me dead, and you know what? The bitch got her goddamn wish, so thank you. Before she fucking gets it completely, Beth Burden admitted to me that Michael and Kim Razor had solicited sex, and that's why she was terrified to go back to Mason County. How goddamn convenient. So thank you to Kim Razor and her goddamn rapey fucking family with Bob Tribby and the goddamn baseball team. With Eastern State Hospital and their rapist pieces of shit helping cover it up. Let me tell you about the Kentucky State Police who raped me and trying to describe them only for them to call me a liar and come up here and fucking throw my hands in cuffs to where I can't even fucking feel them. Thank you, hooray. All this because of Kim Razor and her goddamn rapist fucking family. Kenton Pumpelly and the baseball team, thank you. Like I said, Kim Razor and her rapist goddamn family. Now shall I start describing Bob Tribby's penis in more goddamn detail yet? Hooray, thank you. So when I burst my temporal arteries because I was raped by Kim Razor's goddamn family and then fucking thrown into the nut house because of them, oh well. So thank you to the federal officers involved in raping me doing nothing as well. Thank fucking you. So Ryan Hull and Devin Hull and their goddamn date rape shit, thank fucking you. Let me tell you about Wendell Mason and his goddamn cattle prod with Tony Wins. Screw fucking you. I can't even sit down anymore because of a dumbass named Donna Osborne and her stupid fucking theory. Screw fucking you. As I asked, have you pulled up Officer Donahue's goddamn information yet or not? With my sister and her goddamn sick-ass husband, here's his goddamn Polaroid nude. Screw fucking you. So Cameron Blau filling out and signing her shit. Thanks a lot for, joining their goddamn anti-government self-proclaimed anarchist shit. How stupid, no offense, how stupid can you judges be buying right into those goddamn fucking dummies? Oh well. You brought it on yourself. Have fun explaining my suicide due to your goddamn rape actions. My mother put her mouth on my penis when I was a little boy, and my sister would pimp me out to her own cousins for more drugs and alcohol. But you sick pieces of shit signed right off on their shit. Oh well. Thank you. They want to complain about my behavior. It's called foot drop due to antipsychotics. Not because I was psychotic, but because they wanted rape to be a delusion. Now, shall I describe Bobby Gollenstein's penis in more detail, or Stockton Wood, or Will Marshall, or McCartney's first? Kim Razor should have thought about this before failing at due process. Just like Brown County should have thought about this before cop dick pic entrapment with their goddamn drug sales out of the prosecuting attorney's office. That little female prosecuting attorney that was pissed, oh well. So huge thank you to my family for filling my head full of their sick shit. Oh well. So Tina Jones Wallace falsifying that shit for Ryan Hall about Alfred Sims and me trying to kill myself because of her stupid shit? Thank you. Let me tell you about Ryan Hall's crotch, since Tina Jones Wallace is too goddamn good to listen. Oh well. We told you you don't have to use your arms to stand. Yeah, thank you for causing me to have a goddamn stroke and then doing nothing about it. Hooray, thank you. Stockton Wood and his goddamn nasty little dick are Kim Razor's husbands. Let's talk about Beth Burden admitting being solicited for sex by the sick bitch and then her fucking having her offed, just like she tried to have me offed, because of Bob Tribby and the goddamn baseball team, including Kenton Pumpelly and Clay Boozer. Rape, 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 rape. Oh well. So thank you. Oh well. So thank fucking you. My sister and her goddamn rapey friends, or should I start calling them out as well? Matt Lewis included, and him trying to slice my... Oh well. Ryan Hall didn't even ask. That's how goddamn sick Mason County Sheriff's Office with Mr. Boggs and his goddamn rapey fucking dick are. Or shall I talk to Davina again about her sleeping with him when she was younger? I did record it, Davina. Oh well. So thank fucking you. Screw you. Stand up and place your do it this way. Screw fucking you. Kim Razor and her goddamn rapey family are the Gardeners and their heroin and fucking OxyContin with Toby. Hooray, thank fucking you. Aaron Flack and Toby Gardner and their goddamn fucking OxyContin and heroin. Thank fucking you. How many goddamn fucking police officers do I have to talk about before they sit and take an accurate goddamn statement? Screw you. My mother and her sick rapey shit or my sister? Screw fucking you. Donald and Debbie and their rapey shit, thank fucking you.